Did you read that new article in the Rolling Stone that's talking about a lot of the right-wing grifters, you know, the Daily Wire types, your Michael Knowles, your Matt Walshes, all those kind of people, and then starts going into that old Media Matters study that shows that, like, not only are right-wingers overwhelmingly the dominant people talking about not only LGBTQ plus issues, but trans issues specifically to, like, an outrageous degree. Like, one of the lines is down here, the other one's like, this is the right, you know, just like that. It's also right-wing individual accounts that are also like this, like, even more than trans people are talking about trans people, the right are obsessed to that degree. Like, it's just outrageous.
Yeah, that's depressing.
Which brings up,
y'all should watch my Elon Musk in the Chamber of Transphobes video on my channel, because I talk about this. You should watch that. It's a good video.
Yeah.
And the impact they're having now is clear, as you can see from this Gallup poll. Americans' views on morality of same-sex relations has gone down for both Democrats and Republicans, but mostly, of course, Democrats.
If you actually look at that breakdown, though, the Democrat one and the independent one is pretty much in line with how it is. It ebbs and flows just a few points every few years.
That's fair. Yeah.
I think it's completely. I think it's not affecting independents or Democrats whatsoever. That's just the normal. David. It's the Republican drop off right there. That is the difference.
Yeah, because even before this latest round of propaganda, conservatives were less explicit. Like, I think it was maybe mid-2022 when officially the GOP ended their tactical retreat, as Mark Joseph Stern calls it, where they would go out of their way to just normalize regular homophobia. Like, there was one tweet in particular that Mark Joseph Stern shared of somebody just responding to, I think, one of these old YouTubers who was having a baby with his husband, and it was like, I don't know the method, but it was like, oh, two men can have a baby. Just like the casual stuff that you didn't really see since, like, I don't know, the 2010s and whatnot. And so now that came back, and it's just normal homophobia that you see, so like from the early 2000s. It's really crazy. So they really are able to manipulate discourse in a very profound way. Yeah, this is insane.
Right? And I saw a lot of right-wingers being like, well, Lance, this is just representational. The fact that right-wingers and right-leaning pages, such as the Daily Wire, etc., dominate Facebook as a platform. And I was like, well, thank you for admitting for the first time that it's not dominated by the left. That is true. It is dominated by right-wing sites. But with your domination, here's what you're choosing to do with it. Like, sure, you have the most exposure, but here's what you're using the exposure for. Like, nonstop.
Yeah, and this is why it feels so loud, because they're really fucking loud. I mean, even like if you just go to the Humanist Report Facebook page, like any video, find what there's so much bigotry that it's hard to keep up with. I mean, these motherfuckers are fueling the Facebook page. Like, all the ad revenue comes from these motherfuckers who hate watch, which I'm not gonna like complain about, but it's kind of wild. Like, it is a cesspool over there.